Hi guys, welcome back to Quick Speed Shop. I'm Josh, and today we've got another Dodge video. If you saw the video last time, I just dragged home a C10 Chevy. We're going to start that. Nope, got to finish up the Dodge first. Finally got to finish some project. So now today I want to try to tune this thing up and get it running. It's running like garbage. The timing wasn't set. I don't have one of them dialed back timing lights, but I have an aftermarket damper down on here that has the timing on it, and I think I can tell revving it up where the timing is there. So the first thing I do is get the exhaust back by the door, and luckily I got my side pipes here. So I took some extra pipe and I've made extensions go all the way back towards the door, both sides, so I can crack the door. It was like 60 degrees out, and then the weather went through, and now it's like 40. I had to turn the heat back on, but let's prop the door open a little bit. Get the exhaust outside the building, and I want to try to dial this up. Come on, man. Now we got it running. The exhaust pipes are piping. All right, I don't have a vacuum advance on it right now. So right now the timing, I loosened the distributor bolt up and it turned the distributor a little bit. So let's see where am I at right now. Right now I'm about 10 degrees at idle. Now, I don't know if you guys can see this, probably not because the numbers are real hard to see, but I want to try to rev this up and see if I can see anything here. Okay, that revved up to about 30 on the damper. That's right about 30. I think I want to go to like 34. So I need to bump it ahead just a hair. The truck wasn't so freaking tall. Hold on a minute. I gotta get right in the way here. Let's try that. Okay, it's about 12 degrees timing. About 33 degrees. Does have a big hesitation in it. I'm a little worried this carburetor's got a blown power valve or something, because it's acting goofy. Initial timing's like about 12, 13 degrees. which it's supposed to be over here. Look at the mission sticker. It says, oh, they wanted it 12 degrees. Okay. So that's good. Check out my dual extensions. It's like a boat. Got like boat pipes sticking out here. Sounds pretty good. It's not real hot. Like if it's retarded to be hot, it's not real hot. I'm gonna go ahead and lock, I'm gonna shut it off. I'm gonna lock it down right there. Then I'm gonna hook up the vacuum advance. And we'll see. Some of that stumble might be not having a vacuum advance tied in there. I don't know, but this carburetor did backfire when we were trying to get started, and it backfired to the carburetor quite a bit. It's an older carburetor. It's an 86, but it's been rebuilt. I bought it from Reeb guys. But if they didn't use the updated power valve, it seems to run rich sometimes, so it could potentially have a blown power valve in it. Okay, I bolted down the distributor and put on the vacuum advance. Let's start it again, see how it starts. It's right about 12 or 13, so it should be how they want it to start. Ugh. Ooh, she's spicy. Dang, she's spicy. She's definitely spicy. Holy cow. Dang, bro. Okay, that goes to about 16 of the vacuum vents hooked up. I got it hooked up ported. I got a vacuum switch in there, but it seems to be running all right now. Man, that ain't bad. The idle's a little high. Crank the idle down just a hair. Oh yeah, we're at 900. Man, it sounds good. It's idling really smooth now. What's that there? That's about 7. Man, she's that's nice. I'd probably back the idle down to, okay, we're down to about 13 at idle, which is just a touch high. But I'm going to be running 99 ethanol gasoline in this, so it'll take a little bit more octane, or a little bit more advance. She's running pretty good. Yeah, this timing's, that's a good spot for timing. Exhaust is nice and cool. It's not super hot like if it's retarded. it would run, the exhaust would be really hot really fast. We're coming up the temperature here. Thermostat hasn't really even opened, but it should open at 180. We're idling about 750, 800. So like I said, we got about 34, 33, 34 total timing. And then I got about 13 at idle, which is perfect. This thing's dialed in. It sounds good. I mean, we're gonna have to take it out. We're gonna have to go out and drive it. So let me disassemble my exhaust pipes and we'll take it out and run it down the road and see how she does. All right, well, unfortunately, it started to rain. And I don't have any windshield wipers on this thing right now, but we're gonna try to do it anyways. I got like 18 trucks in the driveway, so it's hard to see. It's tight like a tiger getting out of here. Someday I'll have a big shop that I can actually get in. Don't hit all these other trucks. I tightened up the belts and the power steering squeal went away, so that's nice. Probably should put on a seat belt. Let's put you down here on the microphone. I can bring that mirror out. Let's try it. Is it safe to pull out? How much gas we got? It says empty. Oh, it drives a million times better. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, she wanders like a mofo. Let me roll up the window. The thing wanders like crazy. I'm gonna need a steering stabilizer. This is only a 600 CFM carburetor on here. It gets super, super rich. I think the power valve is blown out on this carburetor. The other thing could be it has the Bosch Platinum plugs from the Magnum in it. I wonder if it doesn't like the Bosch Platinum plugs. Also, it's going to the temperature's coming up. So like 190. Can you see me? You're over there looking. No, idle's all right, but the stupid thing is going like 10 miles an hour. Another truck coming. I want to do a U-turn here, so I got to wait here a second. Oh. out of gas. We did. We ran out of gas. Huh. Oh, it's picking back up. Hold on. We're running out of gas. Ran out of gas. Dang it. Let's coast as far as we can coast. Ran out of gas. Almost back to my house. This is embarrassing. Ooh, can we make the hill? Come on, come on, come on. I looped it. I looped it on that big hill there and pulled the gas off, but it's still, like I said, it's running rich, super rich. I think the power valve is blown out on this carburetor from that backfire. So what I should do is get a power valve kit for a Holley carburetor. Damn. She's right out of gas. Let's pull over here on the lawn. Dang. Oh, no. Damn it. Never mind me, just filling up my truck on the side of the road with gas. How embarrassing. Maybe that's why it was running bad. It was sucking fumes, probably. I put gas in it. The battery's dying on the camera here because it's cold out and it doesn't want to run. So I'm going to try to start it up and get back to the house. How embarrassing. Well, I don't know how much of that we got on film putting the gas in and getting back here because stupid GoPro, it's got like 47% battery left, but because it's cold out, the GoPro's like, meh, I don't want to run, meh. So anyways, I got back to the house and I got thinking about something, so I went on the interwebs. And when I put this truck, or got this engine, it was a fuel-injected Magnum, obviously, because they're all fuel-injected, and it had Bosch Platinum +4 plugs in it. I'm like, oh, those are really good plugs. And even though I had a little bit of surface rust on them, I left them in there. Well, look, super, super rich, which would tell you carburetor issues. But I went on the interwebs, and all the Dodge guys on all the forums are like, don't run Bosch Platinum plugs in your, LA motors, or they even said Magnum. I guess there was a thing from Chrysler not to use them in the Magnum engines, the earlier Magnum engines. So I had plugs I had bought for this, regular copper Champions. They're RC12 LC4, which is a higher dollar Champion copper plug. But apparently the Platinums need an extra, they run extra hot and they can misfire and stuff with a standard 12 volt ignition. So I wonder if that is one of the issues, is it's not firing, because it seems idle all right and stuff like that. Not idle rich, but when you're going down the road, it's like blah, 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 like it's going full rich. But if the plugs were barely firing or not sparking under load, it would run rich, obviously, because it wouldn't be burning the fuel and miss and pop and bang. So I just put all those 12, all four, so I just put all 8 of those Champion plugs in here. We're going to fire it up again. I'm going to go to the gas station. I want to get some gas. But I'm hoping that that's the problem, or else it's the carburetor. So we're going to go one step at a time. If it's not, if it runs the same on the way to the gas station, then I must have a power valve issue, which would make it run rich. Like that, I would guess. I'm not a Holley carburetor expert, but we'll go get and see what we can find. But let's fire it back up and take it to the gas station, put some actual gas in the truck, so don't run out with that, and then we'll go from there. All right, let's try it again. We'll try her one more time. I want to get to the gas station, get some gas in this. We're hoping that made a difference with them plugs. If it didn't, obviously, like I just said, we got carburetor problems, but one thing at a time. I don't know why the fuel gauge isn't working. Can't tell yet if that made a difference. It seemed to be a little different. I'm not going to hammer on it too much because I don't want to waste a little bit of gas that I got. I can kind of see the tailpipes in the mirror, so that helps me with looking for richness. Oh yeah, it's still running rich. That power valve must be blown out in this carburetor. We got a lot of wind noise. Oh, the rubber and the doors are all blown out. Unless this door is not closed all the way. We'll go to the gas station and we'll top her off. That must be, like I said, it must be the carburetor. I don't like the thing that runs at 200. I don't like that. supposed to be running at 180. Oh yeah, it's definitely, it must be that carburetor. It must be, when I try to get into it, it goes full rich. And this is only 600 CFM on a 360, so it's not like it's a huge carburetor for it. So I'm going to guess that it is fuel related with the carburetor. Well, the temperature's coming down. Maybe it's just the thermostat open, and now it's at like 185. Like I said in the beginning, when we first got this thing running, they had a huge backfire to the carburetor. And if this doesn't have a power valve, a blowout protection, it would have blown the power valve out of it. And that will make it run rich. So I'll order a power valve kit for a Holley. And we'll take the Holley off and change the power valve out. If that doesn't work, I don't really have another carburetor I can try. I could probably buy a new Holley. Like I said, I bought this carburetor, it was rebuilt from a guy, paid like $300 for it, and they had a bunch of carburetors rebuilt, but then it sat around for multiple years. So, you know, who knows what's going on. Man, I don't like my oil pressure. I guess I got almost 50, cruising along at 1500 RPM, so I guess it's not too bad. Like any new build, like all this junk was just thrown together out of all different vehicles, so I got to figure out the idiosyncrasies of the truck, how it runs. You know, this is essentially the first time it's been more than a mile down or half mile down the road. So this is the first time this truck's really been driven on the road. Oh, it's lugging there. It's like it starts missing when it breaks up into high RPM, which I think, like I said, I think might be a power valve, or I really don't know what else it could be in the carburetor. It's not like it would be like full rich. Maybe, I think the power valve would make it go full rich from what I was reading. But we'll, other than that, it drives all right. It's lugging rich-wise. It's at idle, it's not rich, but then it gets super rich off throttle. So that's what leads me to believe there's a issue with, like I said, with the power valve. I'm gonna put like 10 gallons of gas in it down here just so I got some fuel. And I put dielectric grease on my plugs, and I got it on my fingers. Now my fingers are super slippery. Look at the stacks on this Dodge. Holy shamoly. Thanks.
Holy shit, I ain't seen one of them forever. I don't see them up here no more. They're all gone.
I just put it together.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I see you've done a lot of work to it. I can see the headers and everything. The engine's all fresh.
It's got a Magnum 5.9 in it.
Nice.
Now, and
awesome.
Lift Forge. It actually came from Mount Morris. It's a county truck from down at Murray Hill originally.
Wow. Must not seen a lot of salt.
It was real bad. I had to change
was it?
Yeah.
You did a lot of work to it?
I changed the frame, all the suspension, the motor, the cab.
Okay, yes. You did a ton of shit to it.
But the fenders and the doors and the box, I had to change the fenders, but the box is original.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
And I love the dashing and everything.
this one's an 80. It's got a
Yeah, oh, this is a manual too, even better.
Yeah, 4-speed.
Oh my God. Oh, dude, that's awesome. What a beautiful truck. Boy, you did a nice job to it, man. It's coming along great.
Thanks. Yeah, I wanted like a patina.
Yeah,
patina,
I don't
but
like the brand new shit either.
But it's like it's all brand new underneath. I spent way too much money on it, but
I know it goes that way, don't it?
yeah.
Once you get started, it's like, holy shit.
It was so bad when I started. I had to like buy everything, but oh fuck. It's a 2000 Magnum, but carbureted.
Yeah, so that's a roller cam too.
Yeah, roller, the better heads. So it's like, I don't know,
they're peppy, man.
Yeah, it's like 280 or something horsepower.
I had a 99 Ram 2500 4x4 with a manual and the 5.9 fuel injected with the port fuel injection. That thing ripped. Yeah. That's an awesome truck, man. It just fell apart.
Yeah, this engine, I think it's a 99 or 2000, I can't remember.
Oh, hell yeah.
But it seems pretty good. That's the first time I've been down to get gas in it since I had it apart for over a year.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is great.
So
wow, you've done a ton of work to this thing.
Yeah, it was like the entire truck was junk.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, everything up here is like that.
Yeah, but these early Dodges, like you said, you don't see them. When's the last time you saw one on the road? Like probably 15 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. This was.
Why isn't my gas gauge working? It worked when I put it in the truck. This truck's got some electrical gremlins where certain things don't work. And I don't know why. Let's get it back to the joint. I'm going to do some carburetor researching and see what I need to do, but I bet that power valve got blown out with that backfire. What do you want to bet? Because it don't run right. Low speeds, it's all right. I love my monster truck. Ran into that dude at the gas station. He thought it was awesome. All I know is we got to get this thing dialed in so me and Ted can go to Carlisle for the Truck Nationals in August. We got a couple of months to get it dialed in, but now, like I say, once I think I figure out, get the carburetor straightened out, maybe the coil's weak, I don't know. For whatever reason, it's misfiring under load, but the way it gets super rich like that, I think it would, if the coil was bad, it would want to misfire all the time, I would think. Because it doesn't seem to miss at low speed. It's like driving in a freaking school bus. Not that I ever drove a school bus, but that's maybe like a school bus from like 1975. That's what it seems like to me. I don't know. There's Bruce's house. That's where my motorhome came from. Okay, the speedometer says 42, and we are going 47. So that's because of the bill. We're going 45 when it says 40. That's not off that bad. Big tires will make you, you'll be going faster than you read. So the speedometer says 40, and I'm doing 45. That's not bad. Man, these Jeep seats are super comfortable. This thing rules. Actually, it doesn't ride bad. It's a little springy, but the seats are super, super plush. That's awesome. I love the mechanical sounds of the transmission. Oh, what's this? flying now. Oh, this thing's got a little bit of bump steer, these big tires. I think a steering stabilizer would definitely help it a little bit. That was like 55, 60, and you can feel the road. Definitely feel the road. That richness comes and goes. It was like it pulled hard there for a second, then it came on. It's got to be something with this carburetor, or the coil's bad, or maybe the ignition box. Well, the ignition box I think would work, or it wouldn't. I don't think it would. Like, we'll have to keep tinkering. Right now, I gotta eat lunch, some gas station pizza, because I'm starving. Been messing this thing all day. Whoop. First gear is not synchro. Overall, we're one step closer to getting this thing drivable. Like I said, this is the most it's been on the road going down to the gas station. And that worked halfway good. Well, think about taking the carburetor off, get a power valve kit. Changing plugs out, which will probably help it, but the richness was coming from whatever is going on with the fuel. But we'll leave those champion plugs in there. Like they said, the people on the internet said, don't run the Bosch Platinums. So we got nice champion copper plugs in there. I got to figure out, this thing's got a host of electrical issues. The wiper motor don't work. The marker lights don't work in the fenders. The gas gauge apparently doesn't work now. A couple other things. So there's some electrical gremlins, probably loose connections or dirty connections, because this truck sat out derelict for years and years. So I got to trace that stuff down one at a time. But it's got headlights, taillights, brake lights, turn signals all the way around, reverse lights. So enough stuff where I can get it inspected, get it on the road, start driving it after we get the fuel issue figured out, get that dialed in. But other than that, the Dodge is one step closer. I can probably, maybe today I'll paint the door panels, get them ready to put back in. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time, either working on the Dodge or maybe we'll work on that brown Chevy over there. I don't know. Everything's up in the air. Lots of choices. But you'll see it here, bam, at the Quick Speed Shop.